My name's Mark Walmer. I'm a lawyer with 35 years of experience in Pennsylvania. My practice has been in Lancaster County. I've been a trial room attorney for 35 years, and now my practice is limited to helping people clear criminal records through the use of pardons and expungements. So I've received a variety of emails and questions through my website. One of them is, how do gun laws work in Pennsylvania? It's important to understand that the right for Pennsylvanians to possess, purchase, and use firearms is a constitutional right. So you have the right, if you're over the age of 18, until they're removed because of some disqualification. So the most common disqualifications could be drug charges, including something as simple as possession of marijuana or paraphernalia. It doesn't have to be a felony. Because all drug crimes in Pennsylvania are written under the Drug Device and Cosmetic Act, which is a specific preclusion or disqualification for gun privileges. So that's why even a small misdemeanor brought as a drug charge or a paraphernalia charge can disqualify you. There are assault charges that will also disqualify someone from purchasing or possessing a firearm. A very popular one is if somebody is involuntarily committed to a mental health institution under Section 302 of the Mental Health Procedures Act. That will disqualify them. Also, frequently people going through divorces or marital problems a PFA will issue. PFA stands for Protection from Abuse. And as soon as a PFA is issued against someone, the sheriffs will come out and remove any firearms from the house. How long that disqualifies somebody depends on what the ultimate resolution is of the PFA. Also, PFAs occasionally are brought along with a misdemeanor assault charge or some other kind of charge. And so you would have the PFA on one hand disqualifying, and you could have the possibility of a criminal conviction on the other hand. All these disqualifications are listed in the Crimes Code. If you see the designation 18 with the letters PACSA, that simply means that it's Pennsylvania's Crimes Code. Section 6105 is the part that lists the various disqualifications. I'll have that page listed on the website. There's also a form called the PSP 114 white sheet. PSP refers to the Pennsylvania State Police, and their page 114 also has a listing of disqualifications. Most disqualifications, and the ones that I deal with, have to do with misdemeanor and felony convictions. If someone has a misdemeanor or a felony conviction, which is disqualifying them, any misdemeanor or felony conviction needs to be pardoned by the governor before it can be expunged. So an expungement is a 3 to 4 month thing that's filed locally by petition, and it says, I'm entitled to get this charge off of my criminal record. But any misdemeanor or felony conviction can only be expunged after it is pardoned by the governor. How does an expungement or a pardon affect gun rights limitations is a question. And again, pardons and expungements restore gun rights by removing the disability or the disqualification. You have the rights until they're disqualified by usually a misdemeanor or felony conviction. The pardon, if it's granted by the governor, gives you permission to file an expungement, which then clears your record. How to restore gun rights in Pennsylvania. This is one of my favorite questions, and my answer is always going to be the same to anything. The first step to knowing what solution you need is to get your criminal record. I'll research a criminal record for free. If I get a first name, last name, date of birth, I'll go on the UJS portal and I will research your record to see what can be cleared and when. Usually it shows up with misdemeanor or felony convictions. There are a series of charges that can be expunged without. The point is you need to know what's on your record. Frequently I get a phone call and somebody goes, I was with this guy and we went into a house and then the police showed up. Well, that doesn't tell me anything. I'm thinking burglary, I'm thinking criminal trespass, I'm thinking disorderly conduct. they all have different solutions. So first name, last name, date of birth given to me at recorderacer.net or on phone or whatever. I'll look up your criminal record on the UJS portal. Once we see what is on your record, then I can tell you what can be cleared and when. The answer is also, once we know what's on your record, the answer is always going to end with an expungement. It's just that if there's a felony or a misdemeanor conviction, you got to have the pardon first. You need to know what's on your record. Everything begins with getting criminal record research to see what's on your record and what can be cleared and when through the use of pardons and expungements. So go to recorderacer.net, give me your first name, last name, date of birth, so I can try to find your record and tell you what can be cleared and when. It's where it all starts.